30-day Pokemon Challenge, Day 6. Favorite game? So this is the second video that I posted today, because this is the video that's actually supposed to be posted today. The one I posted a little bit earlier was the one that was supposed to be posted yesterday, and the one that I posted yesterday was actually supposed to be posted 2 days ago. So, Day 6. I'm caught up. So, favorite game? Now, again, like with the generation question, I'm tempted to say the first one, because, red, blue, because, nostalgia. That being said, yellow, in my opinion, was better than red or blue version because Pikachu. But, I mean, it was good, but trying to pick a favorite Pokemon game is actually really difficult, because each game has its merits. I mean, gameplay is practically the same in each iteration. It's the same gameplay. I mean, same objectives. I mean, it adds new mechanics each generation, but essentially every game's the same. You run around, capture Pokemon, compete in the beat the gym leaders, compete in the Pokemon League. So, looking from the innovation standpoint, I think I'm gonna have to go with Ruby and Sapphire. Or better yet, Emerald. You see, Ruby and Sapphire added something that, wasn't in previous games. I mean, and first it had diverse ecosystems. It had a desert, it had a volcano, it had a rainforest area. I mean, which was nice. That was a convention that they, up until that point, they hadn't had. I don't know if that was just because the Game Boy Advance could. I'm sure it's because the Game Boy Advance, could handle those, that added, graphics processing that the Game Boy Color and the Brick, this thing, couldn't handle. So, yeah. But another thing they added was, in my opinion, the best bicycle mechanics in any of the games. You had the trick bike, and you had the bike that was built for speed, which was nice. It had the, specific, different, challenges for each bike. Like, with the trick bike, you could, hop. It had the rails to ride on. That was pretty cool. And I think the best thing about Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald was the evil team that you had to stop. Ruby and Sapphire is the only real, or the only generation of games where each game was a unique experience from each other. I mean, Red and Blue were essentially the same game. It's just the Pokemon, even the legendary Pokemon, you could catch the same legendary Pokemon in Red and Blue. And, they didn't start that until, second generation, where Gold version had Ho-Oh and Silver version had Lugia. But Red and Blue were the same game. It just had exclusive Pokemon that, so you couldn't complete the game by yourself. You had to trade. But Ruby and Sapphire were two distinct games. In Ruby version, you had to stop Team Magma and in Sapphire version, you had to stop Team Aqua. Two different teams, different leaders, different motivation. I mean, they were both trying to bring about the destruction of the world, but through different means. And I think I want to say Emerald was my favorite game because it still had those two different teams with the two different motivations, but they were both in the game and they were fighting each other while you were fighting them. So, plus, also you have the the legendaries are at each other's throats also in that game, where you get Kyogre and Groudon literally having a death match, while the fate of the world hangs in the balance. So I mean, that's always fun. So yeah, I think. I mean, yeah, that's it. It's Root V Sapphire and Emerald. Emerald. If I have to pick one, it's Emerald. But that generation of games was my favorite, just from the gameplay and the innovations that they added. So yeah, that's it for day 6, and tomorrow's is favorite type. So I'll see you then.